Welcome back to Balderdash Academy with our visiting professor, Nick Gordon. And technically correct, but first, our quiz from CarlaRose Dubois after this.
Balderdash Academy, competitive comedy. Good for your health like a yearly colonoscopy. Bring a flask, don't forget your hall pass. If you need a laugh, let me introduce the school staff. Marie Stewart Harmon teaches home economics. See her after class for some home brewed tonics. Sex with me is like Nate Green, cause finishing on top is his normal routine. Coach Steve brings the show's sports knowledge, but he's bad at portmanteaus cause he didn't go to college. Paulie McGill spits words like an Uzi. She wins every game but can't name a single movie. They call him Randy Hunt, the theater guru. He'll always almost win like deja vu do. CarlaRose Dubois, you better watch your back. She's notoriously known for teaching music facts. And Bob LeBlanc gets no disrespect. Don't talk back, cause he's technically correct. Yes, let's go. Balderdash Academy, baby. Alright, sit down, class is starting.
Balderdash Academy.
Welcome back to Balderdash Academy. It's been a hell of a game. Our points are, I'm in last place with 75 points. We have a three-way tie between Nate, Molly, and CarlaRose with 160 points. And in the lead, we have Coach Steve with 180.
I like the sound of that.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's still anyone's game. So before we move on to CarlaRose's game, we're back with another 30 seconds or less from our Balderdash randomizer. Now the spin will generate a question that Nick will answer in 30 seconds or less. This question is... Question number 6. Nick, what was your scariest time on stage?
Good one.
Scariest time on stage. Oh, man. I want to say it was the first time I did stand-up comedy, but actually nothing too intense has ever happened. It's been like I was at a theater in Pittston, Maine. I don't even know where it is, somewhere up north, and it's a nice little theater, and I had to host a show, and one of our comedians was the Turd Lady. Have you guys seen her? She's got like a table full of
Yes, like turd earrings.
Yeah, anything. She like puns about them and stuff.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness.
I love her to death, but I was hosting the show and like having to bring in her in the table full of shit. And such. So it was a little intense and actually kind of scary. I didn't know what was really going to happen, what I might step in. So
funny, this question was actually inspired by our own Coach Steve, who during a show that we were having sent us a text. He was doing a live show, and he sent us a text from a thunderstorm with water pooling around his electrical equipment.
Oh, yeah. My goodness. That's bad.
From that point on, I'm like, oh, man, that sucks. I got to write this down.
Yeah, I think the shit took it.
All right.
That was a fun one. I forgot about that one.
You were zapped, bro.
Yeah.
That was basically like the hockey game that got flooded. That was my show.
That was exactly
after
it.
Steve was never the same.
Yeah, indoor theater got called in a kind of rain.
Yeah.
All right. Now, with our monthly pop quiz, we have our professor of music theory, CarlaRose Dubois.
Yeah, she does have a theme song.
I didn't even have a chance to get dirty.
Yeah.
Yes! Oh my god! Listen up, kids. Listen up, kids. It's your pop quiz. Eyes on your own cameras and stuff. No cheats. No Googling. No for that. Everyone knows that Michael Jackson was called the King of Pop, but he also fancied himself a movie star. He wanted to play one character so badly that he almost bought the company that owned it. what character and what company was it? I think Nate is got his hand up. Let's start with you, Nate.
Okay. All right. So Michael Jackson, Neverland Ranch, always, king of pop, wanting to be like he was the focal point of the youth of society. What would kind of epitomize like the best youth out there other than Spider-Man? Kid that can, has the heart of gold, wants to do the right thing. And he really just wanted to play Spider-Man. So, at the time, Marvel was selling off all the rights here, there, everywhere. So he tried to buy Marvel. And in the end, it didn't work out. They had an issue with the hockey puck being whispered into and having that Thor's hammer magic putting into hockey pucks. That didn't work out. So they're like, we're not going to sell it to a king of pop here. Last thing we want is to have to whisper magical Spider-Man secrets into a soda pop bottle.
All right, that's your answer.
It's a great point.
Wow. That went a lot of places.
Nobody wants to have to do
I
that.
like the callback, Nathan. All right.
Thank you, Miss Dubois.
I'll take that down. Spider-Man is your answer, and Marvel, and Miss McGill.
Oh,
Your
crap.
answer, please.
God, I don't know if I should say this answer, but it's the one
Go
that
ahead,
came
because
to
if
mind.
you don't, I'm going to end up doing it, and I'm going to be the one getting in trouble.
Okay.
Oh no! What are you guys both thinking about?
Michael Jackson. He really wanted Tim Allen's role in the Santa Claus. He really wanted to play that role for various reasons that we do not need to get into. And so he almost bought Paramount Pictures because of it. I hate myself for that answer.
All right, Miss McGill. Tim Allen's part as in Santa Claus at Paramount Studios. Okay.
Just another movie reference too, guys, just if you're keeping track. That's 3.
Yeah, I'm getting nervous.
There's some extra credit there, young lady. Okay, and Steve Conning.
It's my last name's Steve, first name Coach. The company was Warner Brothers, and he wanted to buy it and call it Jackson 5 Brothers. And the film that they were working on at the time was this little Looney Tunes picture. And he wanted to come in and play the main role. And he happened to see a script and said, guys, look, my name's literally in this. Like, why did you not hire me for this? It says MJ all over this thing. And they're like, they had to sit him down and be like, that's actually Michael Jordan. We're shooting this film called Space Jam. It's about basketball. And he's like, well, great, I'll play this Michael Jordan character. They're like, it's actually, he's a real guy. And we're hoping to get him in the role of Michael Jordan. He wanted to play the role of Michael Jordan in Space Jam because he wasn't aware Michael Jordan was a real person.
All right.
And he wanted to jam.
He just wanted to jam out. He's a musician. Space Jam. It could be a music movie. Why not?
Yeah,
Wasn't
I
it?
got you.
So we have.
Come on and slam, and welcome to the jam. It's good. Yeah, it's musical.
Yes.
Exactamundo.
I think that's a real song.
It is, isn't it? Isn't it Jam?
Jam?
Sorry, I have to get back in my character. Okay, so Steve coveted Michael Jordan's part in Space Jam with Warner Brothers, wanted to buy it and turn it into the Jackson 5 Brothers. Mm-hmm. All right, and Mr. LeBlanc.
Well, that's easy. The obvious answer is the company was Kenner, and the character was Mr. Potato Head. The similarities were boundless. They were both made of plastic. They both enjoyed inserting appendages. And the fun thing about both of the toys and Michael Jackson is that he had a strong appeal to children. Overall, the sale did not go through, but he was definitely trying for the rest of his career.
All right.
He went there.
Same with that Santa Claus
Well,
roll.
we have the company
I like it. That was
as
good.
Kenner, and the part he coveted was Mr. Potato Head. And to recap,
You don't
Steven-
need to recap that.
We'll just leave it as it is. All right. So, the actual answer, as wonderful as they were,
Oh, we don't need to recap any of them.
Oh, you can recap all of them. Just
Bob
don't
ruined it
recap
for all
mine.
of us.
I am going to recap one of them because, and I'm very disappointed in myself because this wasn't a complete stumper. Nate, you got the right answer. Michael Jackson loved Spider-Man and desperately wanted to play him so much that he tried to buy Marvel Comics to make it happen. As a side note, he also wanted to cast MJ as two separate love interests, as Diana Ross and Elizabeth Taylor. He wanted Macaulay Culkin as his new sidekick, and ultimately Marvel declined, and they thought that he was too much of a recluse for a spider.
Well, Nate gets 10 points then.
All right.
For the right. Wow.
But what did you feel in your heart before you knew the answer?
I was gonna go with Steve because Michael Jordan and Michael Jackson actually did they were in a video together, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
So score for your favorite, because remember, you're not looking for the correct answer.
Oh, okay.
You're looking for the best answer.
I like Steve's because I think he was unaware of that. It almost seems so. I'm not 5.
He was a genius.
All right. How much you would like to score, Steve?
I give Steve 5.
5. All right.
Yeah.
Whopper.
Generous.
I'll give Nate 10.
Nate,
What, are you still giving them out?
Yes, please.
Everyone else, Molly and CarlaRose, another 20 each.
Yes.
Whoa.
Yes.
I didn't even answer the question.
And then Bob needs 100 points, I think, on that.
That seems fair. I think so.
All right, 100 for Bob.
Ask and you will get.
We need a collab between Think Fish Tank and Comedy Think Tanked.
A lot of tanks.
Comedy Think Fish Tank.
Yeah.
Taint. Comedy Think
It's a
Fish
portmanteau.
Tanked. It is.
All right. So, we are now here with our fan favorite game, Technically Correct. I will read a description of a movie that is technically correct. The faculty members will come up with an answer as fast as possible and present it one by one. Our visiting professor will award points for the answer that he likes best. Our first movie: a group of troubled peers takes on a superstar. A group of troubled peers take on a superstar. Nate, what do you have?
Speed 2.
Speed 2. CarlaRose.
Oh gosh. Well, I'll say Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey.
Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. All right, Steve.
I think this is Star Wars: A New Hope.
All right, A New Hope. And Molly.
Smurfs.
Smurfs. I learned something new from this question. So,
Nice.
a group of troubled peers takes on a superstar. We have Nate with Speed 2, CarlaRose with Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, Steve with A New Hope, and Molly with Smurfs. I learned to spell out everything because Bill and Ted's BJ is not the film I want to watch.
That is a good movie, though.
Sure, it's
2
made.
thumbs up.
Nick, how would you like to score?
I like Molly's answer the best because it's they definitely were troubled. They were short and blue and
All right, how much you want to give her?
I got another 10 points.
Another 10. All right, so a group of troubled peers takes on a superstar, describes the Suicide Squad.
The Suicide Squad. Yeah, that's good.
Yep.
That's good, Bob.
Movie number 2, a son blooms as he investigates his father.
Excuse me?
A son blooms as he investigates his father. And CarlaRose, how would you like to answer?
Is it The Road to Perdition?
Road to Perdition, one of my favorite comic book movies. Steve, what's your answer?
That is Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back. Actually.
All right, Empire Strikes Back. Molly, what do you have?
American Pie.
American Pie and
Yeah, think about it.
Detective Pikachu.
Nate. Detective Pikachu.
That's a movie.
All right, so a
Those are all
son
pretty good
blooms
answers.
as he investigates his father. We have Carla Rose with Road to Perdition, Steve with The Empire Strikes Back, Molly with American Pie, and Nate with Detective Pikachu. Nick, how would you like to score?
I Road to Perdition. That was with Tom Hanks, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that was a good movie. I like that. 10 points for Carla Rose.
10 points for
I don't know if
Carla
it's technically
Rose.
right, but Steve, I like Steve's answer and going with 2 Star Wars in a row in the right order. That's worth another 5 points.
All right.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Another 5. So, a son blooms as he investigates his father, describes Big Fish.
Oh, good movie.
Tim Burton. Yeah.
Yep. Movie number 3, a Joker reports about his origin story and learns to no longer be afraid. A Joker reports about his origin story and learns to no longer be afraid. Steve, what's your answer?
That's Return of the Jedi. It lines up so perfectly.
Return of the Jedi. Molly.
Oh, come on, Bob. A reporter, origin story. Ghost.
Ghost. Nate, what do you have?
All right. Oh my gosh. All right. So I'm not going to go with Star Wars : Shawshank Redemption. Instead, I'm going to go with What Dreams May Come.
What Dreams May Come, which
Good movie.
he wrote as a nonfiction book, by the way. Richard Matheson. Carla Rose, what do you have? A Joker reports about his origin story and learns to no longer be afraid. What's the movie?
Oh, I know this one. It's Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
He is a bit of a joker, yeah.
Yes.
All right, so we have Steve with Return of the Jedi, Molly with Ghost, Nate with What Dreams May Come, and Carla Rose with Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Nick, how would you like to score?
What Dreams May Come, Robin Williams, right? I mean, what a great, very interesting movie. So 10 points for Nate on that. And sorry, Steve, but you can't go to the well 3 times. It's just...
Comedy, the rule of threes.
no, I'm
That's
sorry.
right. No, I deserve it. I shouldn't follow the rules of comedy in an improv show.
It's not improv, no, exactly.
But yeah, What Dreams May Come, Richard Matheson actually originally wrote as a nonfiction book, and he got upset when they went to move it to fiction. So a Joker reports about his origin story and learns to no longer be afraid, describes Full Metal Jacket.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Oldie.
That one.
All right. Our last one. A summer visitor makes people go to pieces. Molly, what does a
Why do you
summer
keep coming to
visitor
me?
makes people go to pieces describe?
Why are you keep coming? Why? What are you doing?
That's what the viewers like.
Gosh, son of a...
Molly Wiltz under the lights.
What? I don't even
Now-
know what you asked. What is it?
If
Summer?
the viewers want to rewind, you'll notice this is the first time in this game Molly's gone first.
What? No, I feel like it's every time. Something about summer and
A
pizzas.
summer visitor makes people go to pieces.
Sleepaway Camp. The horror movie.
Sleepaway. Nate.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Okay, we got a
Texas
theme.
Chainsaw. Carla Rose.
I know this one. Is it E.T.?
E.T.
Pieces.
Steve.
500 Days of Summer.
500 Days
Wet
of
Hot
Summer.
American Summer?
I
Or
love that
that.
movie. Wet Hot American Summer. All right.
I
so
gave two answers.
We have
So you got
Molly
to go
with
first.
Sleepaway Camp. We have Nate with Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Carla Rose with E.T. Steve with 500 Days of Summer. Nick, which one do you like?
Oh man,
How would you like to score?
I would like to. I got to give Molly 5 points because she's so distraught about having to go first. Again, and I don't really know the rest of the movies, so I mean I haven't seen them, so I can't say for sure what I like best. So I guess 10 points for the rest. Nate, Steve, and Carla Rose. That was a tough one for me.
All right.
I don't like summer.
Nick,
Yeah.
I apologize in advance. A summer visitor makes people go to pieces, describes Jaws.
We're gonna need a bigger boat.
Can I appeal for another exception? Because the viewers of E.T. went to Reese's Pieces.
That is correct.
Yeah, I do. I get that.
I want to give Carla Rose 500 faculty points.
All right, 500 faculty points. Which how much does that translate into real points, Steve?
-3, I believe.
0.3.
Yeah, so she wins by 0.3.
I love decimals.
All right. So, Nick, that's our game for tonight. I want to thank you for being a visiting professor on Balderdash Academy. What is new and exciting that's coming up for you?
Well, I don't know when this is going to air, but this weekend at Craft Brew Underground in Auburn, we actually have 2 shows, one on Friday night with 6 great comedians performing, and then another on Saturday night at 7 o'clock where I'm actually performing, Leonard's performing, and the aforementioned Casey Crawford's performing with guest host Don Hartill. That's going to be a great show. If this airs afterwards, that was a great show.
That was a great show.
But we're here. We're at Craft Brew Underground, 34 Court Street, Auburn, Maine. Every Friday, every Saturday night, doing comedy. We got open mic in Auburn. Plus, check out our website. We have a bunch of different shows all over the state. TheRiverComics.com. We're always trying to find new spots. If anyone out there has a backyard or a party or a venue or a theater or whatever you got, we'll perform comedy there. Almost free of charge.
Bedroom here.
All right.
Come hang out in my bedroom, Nick.
We'd love to come see your mom.
All their links are in the description. If you can't find the links for some reason or don't know how to get to the description, hit our website, send me an email. I will personally forward the information on to Nick. So you can find Nick, Comedy Think Tank, The River Comics, and everything online. Again, links are in the description. Before we reveal our winner, it is time for today's moral. So, after listening to all of the questions and which were brilliantly written and frankly brilliantly delivered, after listening to all of the answers which were also brilliantly delivered, even if they weren't quite well thought through, one thing is evidently clear. If you find a bundle of material on the beach, it doesn't matter if it's flannel or not, whatever you do, especially if it's sticky, don't touch it. Don't pick it up. Don't smell it. It could be somebody's dirty water.
Just taste it.
Yeah, we know from experience.
All right. So, are we ready for tonight's winner?
Oh man, okay.
Hit me with it.
All right.
It's
In
Carla
last
by 0.3
place,
points.
It's myself with 175 points. Next, we have Nate with 190. Molly with 195. And then we have 2 in the lead. Is it Steve or is it Carla Rose?
I just gave her the
Well,
lead,
Steve
didn't I?
has 200 points. Carla Rose won with 200.3 points.
Stop it.
Is that
Wait,
for
what?
real?
How much did
Steve
Steve
is so
have?
upset he froze.
Steve
I love this so
Steve
much.
awarded Carla Rose 0.3 points
The winning 0.3 points.
when they were at a dead tie.
How's them out?
I am forever in your gratitude, Steve. I will never forget your act of generosity to help me make this the best day of my life.
He's so upset he is still frozen, folks.
It affected Steve so much. He froze.
Froze.
Congratulations, CarlaRose, on your second win.
Congrats, CarlaRose.
I hope I didn't affect
He
him.
just left.
There he is.
Hey, Steve, you okay?
You were so upset you left.
That honestly makes me so happy. There's no better punchline to this comedy show than that happening. Like, literally, I could have just fucking won. Or tied at the very least. Oh, that's so good. I love this.
We would have gone into overtime to get a winner. CarlaRose won by 0.3 points.
Oh my god, that's
The
so
irony.
funny. You can't
All
write
right,
this
now that we
shit.
have you back, I'm going to close out the show.
All
All right, thank you for visiting us at Balderdash Academy. I've been your headmaster, Bob LeBlanc. Joining me has been our faculty professor of English Language Arts, Molly McGill.
I still think Life of Pine was a really good joke, guys.
And you're right, it's a good joke. Our professor of STEAM, Nate Green.
Remember, we didn't talk about bisons at all today.
Coach of the Balderdash Academy Dashers, Steve Corning.
That was a moral victory.
And our reigning champion stealing the title from our professor of the performing arts, Randy Hunt, CarlaRose Dubois.
Yeah,
I want
girl.
to give you a big hug, Steve.
Stay safe. We'll see you next time. And with the final word in our episode, a man who is self-professed to love the final word. Nick, Gordon, what would you like for our final word?
It's been a pleasure. A pleasure.
Remember to like and subscribe to the video. Also, remember we have options available if you'd like to support the show directly. You can show your school pride with merch from our store. We're also booking live shows, including our new live radio comedy on the air. You can find all the information online at balderdashacademy.com. Links to everything are in the description. Thank you for watching. Have a good night.
Well, I've been booted from the show, but my audio is still recording. Congratulations, CarlaRose. You earned that.
Go Dashers!